I may not be able to solve the grand challenges of engineering, but I don't have to. All I have to do is equip the next generation to take it the next step. I'm Laura Bottomley, and I am the Director of Women in Engineering, the Director of the Engineering Place, and a teaching associate professor here at NC State University. We do everything that we can to prepare kids from an early age because we need different perspectives to solve problems. Using engineering as a vehicle for learning really does encourage creativity. These little bugs go back and forth, and all of a sudden they're doing measurement, and they're doing accurate measurement because they want to know, did their bug go further than somebody else's bug? Now, take that same sort of project and translate it to my freshman engineering class. All of a sudden, these little nanobots are a tool that is being used by researchers who are trying to figure out how to save people's lives in the event of a natural disaster. The biggest problems that we have in the world today are not problems that belong to any one particular discipline, but teaching people how to be critical and creative thinkers and problem solvers is what engineering is all about. So to me, engineering is a vehicle for the solution of every problem.
In a studio environment, everybody has the same question, the same problem, the same brief. But you're going to have 20 different answers. And so you have to listen and understand, is the project advancing the community in any ways? You know, are we having that kind of positive impact? My name is Phil Freelon. I'm an architect and graduate of the College of Design. Community is important because I live in a community and I want to enhance the community. The National Museum of African American History and Culture is about history and culture, both. Telling those stories and being part of the narrative is an important element of the design, right? And so if our museum is furthering the understanding between cultures and recognized for the power that it can have over people's lives. And the payoff is, at the end, there's something there that is going to be standing for a long time and is going to be valued and used and move culture forward.
17% of all the people in North Carolina work in agriculture, and it is a $84 billion industry. So we are the #1 industry in North Carolina, with military being #2. I'm Elizabeth Wilson. I'm the director of the Ag Institute at North Carolina State University. I met Robert, and his passion for getting veterans into agriculture was just a blessing for us.
5 years in the Marine Corps and then 10 years contracted, working on Marine Corps aircraft and training Marines as well. Come here, Pete. What we have is a severe problem in agriculture. Median age of farmers is 58, and for about every 5 to 10 that get out, there's only about 1 that comes into it. But it takes a special person or a special group of people that are going to make that sort of industry work.
He took me out to his farm and showed me what he does. He just kind of gave me some confidence in myself to do something with it. For a veteran, being outside, it is a therapy, you know. But when you take a veteran to a farm and put them back to work and give them a purpose, it is pretty extraordinary. Taking control of my life.
There's no reason in this world why we need to have homeless vets or jobless vets. When the jobs are out there, the homes are there. They need to know all of the opportunities that are out there for them. And the realities that any job that you can imagine within any other industry is a part of agriculture. Vets are amazing for it.
The Ag Institute is such a special program that it makes real differences in lives, not just an education. We help to grow the whole person.
I'm a lifer. NC State for undergrad, NC State for vet school. Here, what's special is that we are a tertiary care hospital, so you're gonna see the things that aren't done every day in general practice. And then on top of that, our patients don't tell us where they're hurting, they don't tell us their injury, they don't tell us when they got hurt. I think we can use a lot of information from athletes to then correlate to our horse patients. If we're asking them to be the ultimate athlete, then we should be giving them the health care at that level as well.
For us to accurately rehab a horse, we have to know exactly what the problem is. And that's where we have some of the best imaging in the country. On that If you think about what it takes to get a horse to something like the Olympics, the horses have to go through a lot of campaigning to get there, and it's a serious endeavor, something that you like to be involved with. If I go to a show and some of the people that I've worked with come up to me and say thank you, and they show you the ribbons, that's my idea of how I give back to the community. It's doing something for an animal that can't speak for itself. Rich Redding, orthopedic surgeon, NC State.
Caitlin Redding, sports medicine resident, NC State.
If you picture all of this on fire and the trees bursting into flames, and you've got to deploy a shelter because you're afraid of being overrun, it's intimidating. My name is John Morton Aslanis. I'm the lead technical on the Wildland Firefighter Shelter. We are in Northern California talking to the firefighters here in CAL FIRE. They have to deal with the threat every day.
Grab a hold of this.
Yep.
As you can see, there's a right hand, left hand.
Yep.
When they're deploying, we have no other options. It's on us.
It's on us. So they have seconds. At the Textile Protection and Comfort Center, we produce a fireball over 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit that can engulf a mannequin, that can engulf a shelter. From a textile standpoint, you're trying to protect the interior of the shelter itself. And that's the whole point of this project. It's trying to make sure that the firefighter can breathe and not perish. And these are human lives. That's what's important to realize. You work in a laboratory, but it affects real people.
This university is on a march to achieve our full potential.
We have extraordinary skills. We have great thinkers.
From the hands-on introductory level all the way through the PhD.
We're not just scientists that sit in a lab fiddling around with test tubes.
We're problem solvers.
There's never been a time when the think and do attitude that we have was more critical to the world.
We are doing things that nobody else is doing.
We make something impossible possible.
To solve real problems in the world that actually save lives.
Immediate impact.
It's in the DNA of the place. We're here to think and do the extraordinary. Come join us. Go Pack.